Right, so welcome to this 30-minute practice. You will need a cushion, your yoga mat, and some things to either mimic a block or a bolster. If you don't have a block or a bolster, just use something that is similar. If you do have them, you can use those, but all you really need is things like blankets, towels. For a block, you can always use something like a book. Bolsters, you can use fold-up blankets or doonas or cushions from your couch, anything, just improvise, but something like that would be fabulous. And just make sure that the cushion is underneath your bottom so that when you sit on it, your hip bones just drop forward a little bit. So you've got that nice anterior pelvic tilt, that lengthening through the lower back. And we're going to sit in a comfortable cross-legged position. So you don't need to be precious about how this cross-legged position looks. It's more important that it feels good. So if you're rolling back or it feels awkward, then you might need some more cushions or supports. Cushion under the bottom. You might even put something underneath the outside of your thighs. And we're just going to let the hands rest on the knees and close the eyes down. Once the eyes are closed, just beginning to deepen the breath. So let's start with an exhale. And as you breathe in, breathing in through the lower belly, upper belly, ribs, chest, and collarbones, right up to the top. And then as you breathe out through your mouth, maybe a little sigh, releasing the breath through the collarbones, chest, ribs, upper belly, and the lower belly. Breathing in again through your nostrils, filling the lower belly, the upper belly, the ribs, the chest, the collarbones, and then from the collarbones down and out. Exhaling through your mouth, releasing the breath through collarbones, ribs, chest, upper belly, and lower belly, right the way down into the lower pelvic bowl. Just making sure that you're not allowing anything to distract you as you really commit to focusing on the breath. Filling the lower belly, the upper belly, the ribs, the chest, the collarbone. And then breathing out through your mouth, releasing the collarbones, the chest, the ribs, the upper belly, and the lower belly completely. 3 more breaths like that. Slowly inhaling and slowly exhaling. Take that next breath in. Just bring your palms together at your heart center. And just being really aware and mindful of the action, bringing the right palm to the left palm and letting them meet in the heart. This action of bringing masculine and feminine into balance in the center of the heart, an act of devotion where we devote time and energy to ourselves, to our highest good, to our healing, to our life force. We'll take a deep breath in here and say it out through that open mouth. To begin the practice, we're going to chant Om once. Slow, deep inhale. Let this mantra bring you into sacred space on your mat. Listen to the words and feel the vibration. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahagriyam Karavavai Tejasvina Vaditamastu Ma Vidavishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Inhale deeply. Hold for a moment. Exhale completely, opening your eyes, taking a finger interlock here. Hands level with your chest. Now deep breath in. Pull the hands as if you're trying to pull the elbows away from each other. You're extending the elbows away. You're going to feel a chest opening and a mid-back opening as you do that. Imagine you're pulling so hard that your hands, they almost might come undone, but you're not letting them because you're gripping the fingers so tightly to wake up the muscles in the arms. Take a deep breath in and pull a little further for 5, 4. Really pull hard, elbow away from elbow. 3, 2, 1. Now breathe in deeply. Exhale, relax that grip and push forward, curling your chin to your chest. Stretch out through the arms, rounding the back. As you breathe in now, extend the arms over the head. And as you breathe out, sweep the arms all the way around the body. Grip the fingers behind your back this time. Inhale, lift the arms, look up, drive your heart forward, and then exhale, release completely. Your right hand will come to the mat as your left arm flows overhead. And then you'll breathe in as you come back to center and change the side. Dropping one palm, bending that supporting elbow, Floating the other arm over the head with a bent elbow as well, and then inhale to rise. Now think about your shoulders having lots of space between them as you move here through these repetitions. When you come to the center, you're really opening the chest, and then when you come to the side, you're still keeping those shoulders driving apart. Breathing in and then over. Breathing in and then over. Great, let's go one more time each side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Back into the center. Come back to center. Weave your hands together again, finger interlock. Inhale as you bring the hands close to the heart. Exhale as you push the arms forward and round through the belly. Drive the heart towards the back of the spine. Breathe in as you extend your arms overhead, push the palms to the sky. And breathe out as you circle the arms all the way around, taking a finger interlock behind you. Lift the arms and stretch back, and then slowly release. Good. Now your left palm comes to your mat, driving over, breathing in center, breathing out over, breathing in center, breathing out over. So just float side to side. We want this to create a little bit of warmth, yes, and a beautiful opening for the heart space. So we're really getting that nice, even distribution of breath. The exhale carries you over, you squeeze all the breath out, there's none left in, and then you breathe in fully, and then out fully as you go back over to the other side. Not crunching into that shoulder, see how you could possibly sink too deep. Keep it open through the chest, and keep driving the shoulders apart. Couple more. Nice and rhythmic, with your own flow, with your own breath. The arms have so many energy channels in them that when we move the arms in the beginning of our yoga practice, it's such a big opening for heart, lungs, pericardium. A really great way to energize the body. Now back into center, taking that one last finger interlock. Breathe in and bring the hands level with your heart. Breathe out and tuck your chin to your chest, round your back fully. Push the palms forward, hollow the navel out, and then inhale as you rise up. And exhale as you sweep that big circle around the body. Drive the heart forward, finger interlock behind your back. Bring the arms up, stretch the arms away, and then release completely. And bring your right palm down, over. Inhaling in the center and just enjoying that float side to side. So what's really important here, don't let the bottom lift off the mat as you go side to side, and don't let the shoulders crunch into each other. Keep them open. That palm that's on the ground, push down into it, and then imagine really trying to pull the top shoulder away from it to create beautiful lubrication through your shoulder joints, mobility. And it's nice to keep those elbows bent so that it feels really releasing and not rigid or locked. Beautiful. Couple more each side. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Like a little doggy snore in the background there. Back in through the center. Now seated cat and cow. So as you breathe in, open up. And as you breathe out, round and hug your arms around your body. Breathe in and open. Breathe out and hug. Breathe in and open. Breathe out and hug. Breathe in and open. See that I'm moving the spine back and forth through flexion and extension. So I'm opening up here to breathe in. My heart's leading. And then as I breathe out, I'm rounding the spine and hugging the chin to the chest. Each time you cross the arms, think about crossing the opposite arm on top just to really balance everything out. Do 5 more. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. 2 more. Breathe in and out. The arms lead and the spine follows. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. I come back into the center. Send your legs out in front and give them a little bit of a tap. So think about the knees just gently tapping on the ground side to side to bring any circulation back. And then when you come back into cross leg, think about crossing the opposite leg in front. So changing the cross of the legs, if that feels okay for you, and lengthening up through the spine. We're going to Sufi grind now for a little while. So nice long spine, and just take a deep breath in here. Let that out completely. And now inhaling as you lengthen, exhaling as you float round. We'll go towards that left side first. Breathe out all the way through. Inhale, pick yourself back up to center. So exhale, moving towards your left knee, then your right knee. And then inhale as you rise up through the center. And then again, exhale, left knee, right knee. And just keep going. So what's important here is that the spine is really free. See how I'm actually moving through quite a few different ranges of motion of the spine. Forward and down, but then as I come up, I'm just going to allow even more creativity in my movement. So you might actually drop your shoulders a little more, drop the head a little more, and then breathe in. And when you come in, reach back, open the heart, and then forward and down. And I'm going to stop talking for a while because I want you to really feel the benefit of this repetitive movement. Any slow and gentle repetitive movement in our yoga practice always creates the space for us to actually relax. It's relaxing and hypnotic and nourishes the real sort of part of the central nervous system, the parasympathetic, which is all about relaxing and stopping and slowing down. So you can find the rhythm there as you close your eyes and just keep moving through, finding freedom in your spine, relaxed head and neck. Beautiful. Now we're going to change direction. So let's do one more time. Big sweep. And when you come back up to center, just pause and then go the other way. Exhaling front and down. Inhaling up and back. Relax. Close your eyes. Relax your mind. If thoughts come in, just don't let them take you anywhere. You can observe them and then just let them go while you commit to focusing on this movement and on the breath, this practice. Our intention is to really support the central nervous system in relaxing so that you feel energized from the practice, but also deeply centered and relaxed from it as well. So you could start your day, if you're practicing in the morning, and it would be suitable, or you could get ready for bed if you're practicing in the evening. That's the idea with this beautiful 30-minute session, is to nourish the central nervous system so the mind can relax, the emotions can move through, and the physical body gets this beautiful nourishment that it requires on a daily basis. Now come back into center. Pause. Good. Now we're going to extend left leg out. So when you feel ready, extend your left leg straight. I'm just going to set my tea. Yum. Okay. Left leg is extended and right foot is going to come in towards the groin. Spine is nice and long. Sometimes we can lose balance here and the buttock might lift. We don't want that. So cushion is placed under and you've supported yourself so that both your buttock cheeks are on the ground. And this front foot on that right side, it just wants to be really relaxed. So not flexing at the ankle or anything like that, just making sure it's relaxed. Now, one focus point here is both sides of the waist are really long. So we're not crunching into them and we're focusing on lifting the spine and lengthening both sides of the waist. Now turn a little so your hips are level with your straight leg and dorsiflex that straight leg foot. So that means pull the toes back toward the head. And then we're just going to tip from the hip and slide down towards it. Now, we're all different, so you're either going to hold on to the ankle, shin, foot, toes, or a strap, whatever feels good for you. Turn your torso, and again, just remember what I said about both sides of the waist staying long. Now, start to bring yourself down into that full stretch. So go into the side bend as much as you can, and when you feel that's enough for you, your top arm just reaches over the head. Again, the elbow is nice and soft and bent. There's a space between the shoulder blades. I'm not crunching in. If that top arm ever feels weird or uncomfortable, just drop it down in front of your face and then reset it by lifting it back up in front of your face. Now turn your torso again. Push the bottom down and start to take some slow, deep breaths. Now, the intention is to keep going into this side bend, but not to lose the level, straight hips and shoulders. So we don't want to fall to the midline too much. We want to keep that nice level shoulders, hips, and start to take a few deep breaths here. In exhaling, shoulders are rolling down and back. You're still keeping the dorsiflexion of the foot on the extended leg side. Both sides of the waist are long and breath is flowing into the top rib cage for another 5, 4, 2, 1. Now breathe in and squeeze your glutes, squeeze your belly as you come up so it's nice and safe. And just bring the legs to a cross. Inhale, open up through the chest, and exhale, round through the back. Breathe in to open, breathe out to round the back, hug the navel in. Breathe in to open, breathe out to hug the navel in. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl and fold inwards. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl and fold inwards. Beautiful. Extending now the opposite side, your right leg, bringing that left foot in towards the groin again, but keeping it relaxed. Dorsiflexion through your right foot. So you're bringing that right foot back. Just establish that seat. Think about both sides of your waist being long, your abdominals pulling in, your shoulders rolling down and back. Deep breath in. And exhale, start to tip from the hips, sliding down towards that extended leg. Remember, you will hold on where you can reach. So ankle, shin, knee, foot, strap, whatever you need. Turn your torso, lengthen both sides of the waist. Shoulders stacking, hips stacking, breathing that top arm over your head. And exhale, side bend. Soft top elbow, shoulders are spacious. Chest is open. And starting to take some deep breaths. Breathe into the top rib cage and slowly lengthen your inhale and exhale for a few moments. Breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out, in and out. Now that next inhale, squeeze your bottom, squeeze your glutes, slowly come up. Spaciousness across the chest. Release the hands, bring the leg back to cross and breathe in and open up and breathe out and round the back. Breathe in and open up. Now really think about floating the heart forward, squeezing between the shoulder blades. And then as you exhale, wrapping around, changing the arm each time, hug your navel and squeeze your belly out. Breathe in and open and breathe out and round. Nice. And now we're going to extend both legs. So use your cushion still for your bottom. And we're going to come into a really nice, relaxed version, supportive version of our Paschimottanasana. So for some of us, we can extend the legs out straight and it feels great. For others, we might need to bend the knees a little and have them sort of floating to the side. So there's a slight bend in the knee and there's a gap between the foot. I'm going to suggest this variation just to make it a little bit more restorative. So we don't want to really bend the knee. We want a slight bend in the knee so that we've got open hips, so that when we bend forward, there's space for the abdomen rather than feeling that we are restricting the belly. So let's open up a little bit. If I show you from the front, it will look like this. It's just that slight bend in the knee. See, it's not too deep. All right. And that cushion just gives you that extra hip height. And what we're going to do here is stay active in the beginning. So spine stays nice and straight. And I'm going to come forward. You're going to hold on to your shins, ankles, feet, knees, whatever works. Something that feels good for you. Your feet are relaxed. Take a deep breath in. Lengthen through your spine, straight back. Exhale forward and down, keeping that back long and straight. Try to relax your head. And let's take some slow, deep breaths here, keeping the length through the lumbar spine. Keep imagining there's a piece of string attached to your heart, and it's bringing you forward and down at the same time. And it's really preventing the back from rounding. It's keeping it nice and long and straight. We want to keep that straightness for a while as we take some deep breaths here. Slowly breathing in, fully breathing out, slowly breathing in, fully breathing out. Slowly breathing in and fully breathing out. Stay here. Relax your breath, relax your head. Now what I'd like you to do is just to relax it a little bit. So if your legs feel good like that, keep them like that. If you want to straighten them out a little bit more, keep them wide, you can do that now. So wide legs straighten, and then we're just going to drop forearms, palms, arms, drop head. And just let the spine round if it wants to. Switching it into a little bit more of a yin space. Belly's relaxed. Close your eyes and just take some slow, deep breaths. The spine wants to round here, let it. Drop the head. I like to place my forearms and palms upwards to really give them that space to relax. And let's just close the eyes as we take deep breaths here for a while, breathing up and down your spine. And your spine up one vertebra at a time. Just take a little bit of a counter. So reach one hand behind, doesn't matter which direction you go. One hand goes behind, the other hand goes to the outside of the thigh. Breathe in and lengthen, then exhale and twist and rotate, taking a twist. Make sure your bottom stays glued to the mat. Drop your chin down to your chest to elongate and open through the back of the neck. Roll your shoulders down and let them keep rolling down as you inhale and exhale. And now deep breath in as you come back to the center. And just change the side. Reach the opposite hand to the outside thigh. Reach the opposite hand behind you. Flex your toes back towards your head. Breathe in and lengthen. And then exhale and really rotate your torso. Again, both butt cheeks stay glued down and they stay level. So you want to squeeze that mula bandha, squeezing the anus and the sexual organs up toward the navel, just to lock everything in place. Then drop your chin down and feel the back of your neck lengthening. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Now inhale back to the center. And let's come back into that cross-legged position. Choose whichever variation feels best for you. Cushion under your bum is optional. And we're going to Sufi grind again. So choose your direction, doesn't matter which. Let's make it even more free. Exhaling forward and down through one knee, then the other. Inhaling, bringing yourself upright. And stay with that now with your eyes closed down, relaxing. Keep flowing through. Such an amazing movement for your liver and your kidneys and your spleen. The liver, especially through Sufi grinds, gets this consistent massage, so it can really help to detoxify any waste, any trauma, any fear, any distraction, any anger in the liver, and also those physical toxins that store there. If you breathe out deeply, can really help the liver to release. And it's a beautiful internal massage for the organs, which is always really important. Nice deep breath in here, and then exhale, go the other way. So let's lie down on the back, lie flat with your feet flat on the floor, and your knees bent. Walk your hands back a little towards walk your feet back a little towards your hips. Keep a good gap between the thighs. We're just going to drop the knees to the right side. Cactus the arms on the ground so there's a good gap between them. Far enough away so you feel you can relax. And then just turn the head the opposite way of the knees and just let the back of the arms fall heavily into the ground. And if there's any discomfort there, it just probably means you need to take the arms a little wider. And let's take some slow, deep breaths. Relax the back of the body. Relax. Now, next time you're ready to breathe in, just bring the knees back up to the center and then just drop them the other way, cactusing the arms the other direction, looking out towards your extended arm and taking some deep breaths here. Feel the back of the spine really relaxing into the ground, the space between the shoulders, and just breathing into the belly. Now extend your legs out, and this is a really restorative practice, so I'm not going to cue you out of your Shavasana. You are going to be responsible for that. So extending your legs and arms so that your body can relax, choosing whether you have something under your knees. That would be necessary if you get a little bit of lower back twinge when you try to lie down this way. And allow a wide enough gap for your legs and arms so you can really relax through the hips and shoulders. Now, a couple of deep breaths here just to let the body know it's time to rest. Slowly breathing in through your nostrils and take a sigh out through the open mouth. In through your nostril, out through your open mouth. In through your nostril, through your open mouth. And now staying here for as long as you need. If you know you are going to get up soon, feel free to roll over, come up to a seat, and if you are blessed enough right now to have the opportunity to stay on your back, please stay there. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.